taking thousands of dollars in payoffs to protect drug dealers in a federal undercover investigation. Those officers include 2 officers with the DeKalb County Police Department, 2 Forest Park police officers, 1 APD officer, 1 Stone Mountain police officer, 1 MARTA police officer, 2 former DeKalb County Sheriff's deputies, and 1 contract officer with the Federal Protective Service. These charges arise out of an investigation of a local street gang. During the investigation of the gang, the investigating agents received allegations that there were local cops who were protecting some of the illegal activities of the gang, including drug trafficking. So they set up an undercover operation that was designed to identify if there were dirty cops protecting drug deals. An individual who was associated with the gang and who began cooperating with the gang put word out on the street that he needed police officers to assist him in some upcoming drug deals. In significant drug transactions, drug dealers will occasionally try to enlist dirty cops to assist them in protecting their transactions, to protect them from legitimate law enforcement, from intervening in the drug transactions, and sometimes to protect them from rival drug dealers, from ripping them off, from taking the drugs or the money. When the cooperator put the word out on the street that he needed dirty cops to protect his drug deals, he got a lot of takers from police officers all over town. Time after time, law enforcement officers who were sworn to protect the public and to uphold the law participated in drug deals being conducted by the undercover agents or folks who were cooperating with law enforcement, and time after time, they took cash from people they should have been arresting. Oftentimes, the defendants showed up to the drug deals wearing their police uniforms. Oftentimes, they drove their patrol cars. They were carrying their service weapons and conducted surveillance for the drug dealers. Remarkably, one of the police officers actually suggested that future drug deals be conducted in the parking lot of a local high school so that they could exchange backpacks there, and that exchange of backpacks wouldn't be something that would cause suspicion. 2 others actually provided police escorts for the individuals who were purchasing the drugs so that they could get safely to the highway. Each of the officers charged today engaged in multiple drug transactions and took thousands of dollars in payoffs. In addition to the law enforcement officers charged today, 2 defendants participated in the drug transactions and falsely claimed that they were law enforcement officers, and 3 others essentially acted as middlemen and otherwise assisted with the transactions. The defendants today are charged with a variety of crimes, including drug trafficking crimes, taking illegal payoffs, and using firearms in furtherance of drug crimes. Now, obviously, the breadth of the corruption here is very disturbing. But as troubling as these charges are, it's important to remember that the vast majority of police officers are honest, hard-working folks. That's part of what makes the crimes here today so abhorrent. When they sold their badges, they betrayed not only the citizens that they were sworn to protect, but also their fellow law enforcement officers who literally put their lives on the line every day to protect all of us. And now I'd like to turn it over to Mark Giuliano, who I mentioned as special agent in charge of the FBI, who's going to talk in part about the tremendous assistance and cooperation that we have received in this investigation from our local law enforcement partners.
Thank you, Sally. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking the chiefs and the sheriff of the various law enforcement offices that you see represented here for the support they provided to the FBI